In the opulent world of African politics, where many leaders are known for their extravagant lifestyles and luxurious taste, Burkina Faso's 36-year-old President Ibrahim Traore stands out for his minimalist approach to leadership. Since assuming office in October 2022, Traore has become a symbol of modesty and simplicity, a refreshing change from the often ostentatious lifestyles of many of his continental counterparts. In today's special story, we focus on Traore's minimalist lifestyle, comparing it with the extravagant expenditures of other African leaders, and examines the broader implications of this contrast for governance and public perception. President Ibrahim Traore's lifestyle is marked by simplicity and a profound commitment to public service. His approach to leadership is characterized by several key practices that stand in stark contrast to the opulence often seen in African politics. One of the most notable aspects of Traore's minimalist lifestyle is his decision to refuse the presidential salary. Upon taking office in October 2022, Traore made a deliberate choice to forego his salary, a gesture aimed at demonstrating solidarity with the Burkina people. Traore addressed the nation saying, and I quote, "I have decided to refuse the presidential salary as a gesture of solidarity with the people of Burkina Faso who are suffering. My role as president is to serve my country, not to benefit from it." End of quote. This statement underscores his commitment to public service over personal financial gain. In addition to refusing his own salary, Traore has committed to reducing the salaries of government ministers as part of a broader initiative to promote fiscal discipline and address public concerns about government spending. In early 2023, Traore announced that the salaries of ministers would be cut by 30%. This decision was part of a larger reform package aimed at demonstrating that leaders should share the economic burdens of their citizens. This move was widely praised by both citizens and critics as a necessary step towards more responsible and accountable governance. It also set a precedent for other African leaders to follow. Traore's approach to travel and official engagements reflects his commitment to simplicity and efficiency. Traore is known for traveling in economy class for domestic flights, a significant departure from the luxury air travel habits of many African leaders. This practice is a visible sign of his commitment to minimizing public expenditures. Traore uses a modest convoy for official events, avoiding the extensive motorcades. This choice reflects his belief in simplicity and the avoidance of unnecessary cost. Traore's public engagements are straightforward and focused on practical outcomes. For example, he has been directly involved in community outreach programs such as the distribution of agricultural equipment and the launch of local development projects. President Traore's appearance is another notable aspect of his minimalist lifestyle. Unlike many African leaders who are seen in expensive suits and designer clothing, Traore is often seen in military combat uniforms. Traore frequently appears in combat fatigues rather than formal suits. This choice of attire reflects his background as a military officer and symbolizes his alignment with the values of duty and service. Wearing combat uniforms represents Traore's dedication to the defense of Burkina Faso and his commitment to the values of discipline and solidarity. His appearance in military attire signals a leader who is not detached from the struggles of his people but instead actively engaged in the fight for national stability and security. This choice of attire is also a statement of humility. To fully appreciate Traore's minimalist lifestyle, it is important to compare it with the lavish habits of other African leaders. Kenya's President William Ruto's lifestyle contrasts sharply with Traore's minimalism. William Ruto's use of private jets has been a point of significant controversy. Reports indicate that Ruto's government spent approximately $15 million on private jet travel in 2023 alone. This expenditure is seen as excessive, especially given Kenya's economic challenges, including high unemployment rates and widespread poverty. The construction of a new state house in Kenya has been another source of public outcry. The project, which cost around $100 million, has been criticized as a misallocation of resources. Many Kenyans feel that such funds could have been better spent on crucial public services like healthcare, education, and infrastructure. Ruto's choice of attire and accessories has also drawn scrutiny. He is often seen wearing expensive designer suits, luxury watches, and high-end shoes. For instance, Ruto has been spotted wearing watches from brands like Rolex, with individual pieces costing upwards $20,000. His shoes from luxury brands such as Ferragamo and Gucci typically range from $500 to $1,000 per pair. Tailored suits from brands like Brioni and Tom Ford can cost between $5,000 and $10,000 each. These lavish expenditures on personal items contribute to the perception of opulence and disconnect from the economic realities faced by many Kenyans. Cameroon's opulent leader Paul Biya is known for hosting elaborate state functions and ceremonies which involve significant expenditures. It is estimated that these events have cost the Cameroonian government around $20 million annually. Biya's frequent use of a private jet and stays in 5-star hotels have cost Cameroon approximately $40 million over the past decade. Equatorial Guinea's President Teodoro Obiang owns multiple high-end properties around the world, including luxury homes in Europe valued at over 200 million shillings. His administration has been marked by extravagant expenditures on luxury vehicles and grand state functions, with an estimated $50 million spent annually on personal luxury. Uganda's President Yoweri Museveni's use of a private jet and significant cost associated with state visits have cost Uganda approximately $10 million annually. Museveni's state functions, known for their pomp, have cost Uganda an estimated $15 million annually. The lavish expenditures by these leaders not only highlight a disconnect between them and their citizens, but also contribute to public dissatisfaction and perceptions of corruption. In contrast, leaders like Burkina Faso's Ibrahim Traore, who adopt minimalist lifestyles, foster public trust and credibility. By refusing salaries, reducing ministerial salaries, and avoiding unnecessary expenditures, these leaders set a standard for responsible governance and fiscal discipline. The differences between Traore's minimalist lifestyle and the opulent practices of other African leaders have significant implications for governance and public perception. Traore's minimalist lifestyle fosters public trust and credibility. Lavish lifestyles can erode public trust and fuel perceptions of corruption and self-interest. Leaders who engage in lavish spending may face criticism for mismanaging public resources. Excessive expenditures can undermine efforts to address national issues and contribute to perceptions of inefficiency and corruption. President Ibrahim Traore of Burkina Faso exemplifies a minimalist approach to leadership that contrasts sharply with the lavish lifestyles of many of his African counterparts. Through his refusal to take a salary, reduction of ministerial salaries, modest travel practices, and unique public appearance in combat fatigues, a commitment to simplicity and public service. President Ibrahim Traore of Burkina Faso exemplifies a minimalist approach to leadership that contrasts sharply with the lavish lifestyles of many of his African counterparts. Traore demonstrates a commitment to simplicity and public service.